Right from the jump, this courtroom hearing explodes with tension. At just a few seconds in, the defendant calls the court greedy bastards. Bold move, right? Zero soa. But here's the thing, we're not in a bar, we're in front of a judge. That kind of attitude sets the stage for what's about to be a roller coaster of arguments, excuses, and pushback. Now, this isn't just any routine traffic ticket. The defendant is fighting an improper passing violation. Basically, he drove into a non-lane, cutting around cars waiting at a red light. One toll try. For many drivers, that might seem harmless, but legally, it's a moving violation with real consequences. Notice how the judge immediately lays out the defendant's options: admit guilt, explain the situation, or fully contest it. This is standard procedure in traffic court, but already you can feel the defendant gearing up for a fight. And with his camera fumbling, casual attitude, and even smoking during the hearing, yes, smoking. Four étoiles. This case is about to get heated. So the big question, will this driver's excuses hold up, or will his defiance dig him into a deeper hole? Stick with us, because the judge isn't letting this slide.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring your fucking money, greedy bastards.
All right.
Are you done?
Yes, sir, unless you want to be held in contempt of court. This is a citation that was issued on May 6th of this year on Main Street there at City of Wayland. This is for improper passing on the right. Mr. Michaelek, you're here on this citation to do one of three things. First is you could admit responsibility to the citation, or two, admit responsibility, but you'd like to provide some sort of explanation to the court as to how or why this happened, or three, you wish to contest this citation, in other words, to fight the ticket at what we call informal hearing. What were you looking to do?
We are looking to, I thought we're fighting the ticket on the informal meeting, right? Either B or C.
Yeah, no. If you want to fight the ticket, we're informal hearing right now. That's what we're going to do. Can you turn on your camera?
Yeah. How do I do that?
The little movie camera with the red slash through it. You tap that, it should come on.
Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. Here we go.
There you go. All right. So first thing I do, gentlemen, is swear you in. So go ahead and raise your right hand. You swear or affirm any testimony that you give here today would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Michaelek, it makes a lot more sense for me to start with the officer. They have the burden to establish to me why you were issued a citation in the first place. But after that, you'll be able to either ask questions or testify on your own behalf. All right?
Yes, sir.
And so with that, officer, if you want to pick up the narrative somewhere where it makes sense and explain your issuing of this citation.
On May 6th, I was traveling southbound on North Main Street. Ahead of me was the defendant, and I could observe him passing one vehicle in front of him that were also turning right onto West Superior Street. He pulled into the parking spot on the street to go around the vehicles in front of him and made the right-hand turn on the red light. I was able to catch up with the defendant at the Speedway in Wayland and made the traffic stop there.
All right. Mr. Michaelek, what is it you wish to tell me?
Okay. I got an illegal passing on the right because I crossed over into, like he said, the parking. I crossed the white line of the unused parking spot at the time. So I
Yes.
didn't necessarily think
That's
that
not a lane of travel, so you can't use it as a lane of travel.
I understand that. I wasn't necessarily using it as a lane of travel. I was using it as I see people do it countless times throughout the day. It's discouraged but not prohibited to cross a white line in a safe manner.
Okay, but here's the problem. The other cars that's sitting at that red light, right? Who, if they were indicating, well, first of all, please stop smoking. You're in court, right? If we're in the courthouse, you wouldn't be smoking, right? Mr. Michaelek, I'm not talking to the officer. He's not smoking. You're smoking. Please stop. Are you going to acknowledge?
That I was smoking or that I stopped?
Both. Either one. Your pick.
It's been acknowledged.
Okay. But essentially, you're improperly passing them.
Technically,
right?
I'm not. Technically, I'm not.
Okay.
Because
so here's the thing. Here's what you can't do, right? If someone has the right of way, in other words, they're in front of you, they have the right of way. You can't just go around them because you want to go faster or do the turn before they do. That's improper passing.
Because they're waiting.
And you can do it on the left or you can do it on the right, but it is improper passing. It's not just discouraged, it's a moving violation.
They're attempting to take a left. That parking spot is not all the way up to the end of the intersection.
Sir, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a car in front of you at a stoplight has the right of way, not you, right? Because they're in front of you. You can't go around them by using a lane that's not a lane of travel. That's improper passing. Whether you do it on the shoulder or whether you do it in the oncoming lane, either way, you can't just pass up that car. They're in front of you. They have the right of way. You don't know whether they're turning right or going straight or turning left. They haven't decided yet because the light's red.
The indicator determined that they were turning left. That's why I shot to the right. It's a safe.
And went around them.
No, went beside them. They were halfway out into.
How is that not going around? Well, we can argue semantics. Mr. Michaelek, what you did is an improper pass on the right. Mahalik. Okay. Well, you didn't correct me before now, so I was assuming I said it right. Mr. Mahalik, I would find you responsible on this citation. You do have a right to go to formal hearing. To do that, you must do two things. One is you must ask for that within 7 days of today's date. Your window of opportunity closes after 7 days. And two, you must come in and post a cash bond in the same amount as the fine to guarantee your appearance at formal hearing. Do you understand your rights on appeal?
This was the appeal pretty much, right?
No, sir. This is informal hearing. And then you would have a right to go to what's called formal hearing in front of the district court judges with the prosecutor's office. But to do that, in other words, to say, I don't agree with me finding you responsible, you'd have to do two things. One is you'd have to ask for that within 7 days. And two is you'd have to come in and post a cash bond in the same amount as the fine to guarantee your appearance. Do you understand those rights?
I don't understand why I'm being ticketed when I see multiple people do it every single day. That's what I don't understand.
If a whole bunch of people rob the bank and then you rob the bank, that doesn't mean you're allowed to rob the bank. Right?
Good thinking. Good thinking. If everybody jumped off a bridge, would I jump off a bridge too?
No, sir. That is
that one, right?
That is a lousy analogy. That would be what a not smart person would say.
So was yours.
Because that's not the same thing. One is breaking a law, and if you see everybody else do it, you're allowed to do it. The other one, jumping off a bridge, is just kind of a dumb example to come up with. But we're all set here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring your fucking money, greedy bastards.
All right.
Are you done?
Yes, sir, unless you want to be held in contempt of court.
What?
For the language you're using in court on the record.
They had to hunt me down over 1.5 miles and run up on me to give me the ticket that I performed a safe maneuver on. That don't make sense to me.
because you may call it a safe maneuver, but it is a traffic violation.
If it wasn't
We're all
safe,
set, sir.
if it was,
Thank you. Thank you, officer. They're not always like that. Is that your first one?
It is my
It's
first
not-
one.
It's not usually like that. Don't worry. Thank you. I'm gonna really.
And there it is, called The Gavel Comes Down Hard, 7:30. Despite all the excuses, analogies, and arguments, the judge rules the defendant responsible for improper passing. The law is clear. Just because you see others breaking a rule doesn't give you permission to do it too. As the judge sharply put it, if everyone robs a bank, that doesn't make it legal for you. The defendant's frustration was obvious, especially when he muttered about the court being greedy bastards again, 8:10. But here's the takeaway. Courtroom behavior matters. Judges have zero tolerance for disrespect, and even in a relatively small case like a traffic citation, your attitude can make all the difference. So what do you think? Was the judge too strict, or was the ruling completely fair? Would you fight a traffic ticket this way, or just pay it and move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take. And if you found this breakdown as wild as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to Courtroom Authority for more jaw-dropping courtroom moments and expert commentary. Because trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming next.